Are you struggling with a lack of confidence in the workplace? Maybe you're avoiding opportunities because you're afraid something will go wrong or you'll fail at them. Or maybe you're spending hours worrying about what's going to go wrong rather than what's going to go right. I'm Churchill, and I help women and men grow in confidence from the inside out and the outside in. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 benefits for boosting your self-confidence. I release a new video every week, so if you don't want to miss them, hit that subscribe button down below. Understanding why self-confidence is so important for you is the first step to achieving it. So benefit number 1 to increase self-confidence is actually less fear and less anxiety. Fear and anxiety actually hold you back. It keeps you tucked safely away in your comfort zone. You might be familiar with a little voice in your head that's telling you can't do it, don't try, you'll fail. Increase your confidence and you can overwrite that little voice in your head. You can counter-argue with it. And that, in turn, reduces fear and anxiety, actually opens up you to opportunities and avenues you didn't even realise were available to you. Benefit number 2 to increasing your self-confidence is you exude a positive mental attitude. When your self-confidence grows, so does your self-worth. You realise you've got an important role to play in the world and you start acting like that. According to the positive mindset attitude philosophy, a positive mindset is synonymous with hope, courage. It's also linked to optimism and kindness. It also means not giving in to hopelessness when you're in a difficult situation, but in fact you can stand up to that situation so much better. Benefit number 3 to increasing your self-confidence is that you find you have more motivation to do things that you want to achieve. An oak tree doesn't grow overnight, and it's really important when you're trying to up your self-confidence that you recognise all of the baby steps. A good way to do this is to look back at something that you've achieved in your past and think about all of the steps you had to get to achieve that. So for me, it was running a 10K. But when I started running out of boredom because I was working away from home. I could run for less than a minute. A year later, I ran a 10K. Did it go from that to that? No, it went to running for 1 minute at a time, running for 2 minutes at a time, realizing eventually that I was actually running 4K straight, then did a 5K run, and ultimately you get to your 10K run. As I got fitter, I was able to challenge myself to do more and more and more. If you apply that theory, as your confidence grows, you'll be energized to do a little bit more and a little bit more towards achieving your goals. Benefit number 4 to increasing your self-confidence is it gives you coping strategies to deal with situations that you normally would feel a little bit lost in. The key word here is resilience. Self-confidence gives you resilience to deal with situations when things go wrong, and things will go wrong. So being self-confident doesn't mean that everything's going to go right for you. The good news is that coping strategies can be a learnt behaviour. So you can learn what's going to work for you. And when you have a trigger in a situation that's not ideal for you, you can apply these coping strategies and have a different outcome. This benefit comes with an added bonus of losing perfectionism. So perfectionism can be an absolute killer when your confidence is low. You don't want to give the assignment in, you don't want to do the presentation. But here's one of my favorite phrases. Done is better than perfect because perfect is never done. Benefit number 5 to increasing your self-confidence is it also increases your self-esteem. Knowing your value and what you bring to the table boosts your self-confidence, and your self-esteem grounds you in who you are as your authentic self. If you want to learn more about this topic, I've included a link below to my free giveaway. It's called 8 Life Hacks to Boost Your Self-Confidence. Feel free to download it, see what works for you. Feedback is what keeps me giving you the content that you're looking for, so please let me know what works for you. And in the meantime, you have a great week.